exhibition is called Alter Ego, Comics and Canadian Identity, and it's about the history of, well, it's about Canadian comics, Canadian comic book artists specifically, and their contributions to the world of comic books. The theme is identity, and we're kind of looking at three different streams of Canadian identity. Comics that actually deal with Canada and what it means to be Canadian on some kind of patriotic or nationalist kind of level, and mostly there's like national superheroes like Captain Canuck, historical comics like Chester Brown's biography of Louis Riel, that's quite well known, and we have a comic about the Halifax explosion, that kind of thing. Then our second stream is what we're calling secret identity, which is to do with Canadian comic book artists who've left Canada to work and whose work often doesn't have much to do with Canada. So it's like their Canadian identity is hidden, like, you know, their Clark Kent alter ego kind of thing. So we have, you know, some of the most well-known superheroes drawn by Canadians. Our starting point for that is Superman, because of course he was co-created by a Canadian, Joe Shuster. Joe Shuster kind of started this trend of Canadian artists going south to work in the much larger American comic book industry. And then our third thread is personal identity, which looks at biographical and realistic comics about sort of individual characters who are dealing with their own place in the world in some way, looking at their own identity.